Good evening, viewers, and welcome to Daily Politics on Trust TV, your one-stop shop for a robust conversation on politics, policy, and governance. I'm Hamza Idris. Tonight, the political drama in Rivers State is evolving at a very high speed, with the actions and inactions of the key actors threatening the very fragile, peaceful atmosphere. While the statements made by the former governor of the state and minister of the FCT, Idris, Wike, charging the 27 state lawmakers loyal to him to impeach Governor Fubara if found to have violated the law, reaction of some Ijaw pressure groups vowing to protect their kinsman against any impeachment move has further deepened the crisis. Also, the resurgence of terrorist killings in parts of the southwest region is threatening the social fabric of the region with fears it might undermine the fragile, peaceful atmosphere in the affected states where a significant number of Nigerians from other ethnic nationalities dwell in search for their daily livelihood. We'll be engaging first with Olalere Olayinka. He is the special advisor to the Minister of the FCT, Wike, on public communication to dimension the political fight between his principal and the successor, Governor Sim Fubara. But thereafter, we'll also have Hadi Sani, Senior Special Assistant to Ogun State Governor on Inter-Ethnic Affairs, who is also the Secretary, Arewa Community of Southern Nigeria, to analyze the deteriorating security situation in the southwest and its implications on stability and cohesion. But before then, let's look at some major developments in the polity. The Senate has passed a vote of confidence in Senate President Godswill Akpabio, reaffirming its support for his leadership amid recent controversies. Disclosing this in a statement by the Communications and Strategy Team, Office of the President of the Senate, the resolution moved by Senate Leader Opayemi Bamidele under Order 40 and 51 called for a renewed focus on legislative duties, urging lawmakers to prioritize governance. Deputy Senate President Barrow Jibrin, who presided over the plenary, emphasized the need to shift attention to critical national issues, particularly in light of the recently passed national budget. And elsewhere, Major Dr. Hamza al-Mustafa has officially joined the Social Democratic Party, SDP, marking a new phase in his political journey aimed at national development. Accompanied by his team, al-Mustafa arrived at the SDP headquarters in Abuja, where he was warmly received by party leaders and supporters. He said his move to the party signals his commitment to leadership based on justice, security, and progress. His defection comes days after former Kaduna State Governor Nasir El-Rufai moved to the SDP. El-Rufai has said that they will move against the Bola Ahmed Tinubu administration during the 2027 polls. Hamza al-Mustafa was the chief security officer to former military ruler General Sani Abacha during his administration between 1993 and 1998. And then the House of Representatives has approved the tax reform bills submitted by President Bola Tinubu following the consideration and approval of the report of the House Committee on Finance. The chairman of the committee, Honorable James Feleke, submitted the report before the House at plenary on Thursday and was subsequently approved. The bills include Nigeria Revenue Service Establishment Bill, the Nigeria Tax Bill, the Nigeria Tax Administration Bill, and the Joint Revenue Board Establishment Bill. The four bills were read for the first time on October 8, 2024. However, the debate on the bill had to be suspended following the controversy generated by the bills. And now to set the stage for the conversation, our River State correspondent Lukman Yusuf joins us via telephone to bring us up to speed with the current atmosphere in the oil-rich state. Lukman, welcome to the program. Okay, while our team are trying to get hooked to Lukman Yusuf, I will start with, of course, Larry here in the studio. Quite a number of interesting, tidbits in the polity. Nigeria is a big country with big problems, big political stories every day.
Let's not call it problems.
Let's
call it issues.
Issues, okay. Now, is it worth it for the Senate to pass a vote of confidence on Akpabio, for instance?
It is part of their duty. If they are satisfied with his leadership, who are we to say it is not? You see, one of the things I've noticed and I've also talked about on different forums is about we address issue with sentiment and emotions too much in this country, and that is why things we are the way we are. We don't look at our reaction, response, comment on issue have always been who is talking, who is he talking to. If the person who is talking is not my friend, I don't like his face, then whatever he says, even when he's saying good morning, even when he's saying God bless you, you react to it anyhow. You can abuse the person. And that is it. If you look at what happened in the Senate, for instance, how will you come out to talk about sexual harassment after you have been accused of being unruly, of not obeying the rule of the Senate? So that person defeated, even as I assume they're not considering that she was right. She defeated whatever claim. Even
if she was right.
Even
because she was caught red-handed.
Because you were caught red-handed. What happened? We all saw it. And she was not the only person in the Senate whose seat was moved. Other people complied. And don't forget that before that time, she had issues in the Senate whereby even when the Senate president comes, she will refuse to stand up in the Senate. So when that happened, and it is the rule of the Senate that you can only speak when you are on the seat allotted to you. And the reason is this: there is an electronic device before you that the moment you press to speak, the Senate president who is presiding has a device with which she will look at and recognize who you are, your name, everything will come out.
So wherever you are, no matter the position, whether it's
your
obscure or whatever.
Your position is assigned. It asks you identity, your name, your constituency. So you cannot speak if you are not there. So what she should have done, what she should have done was, oh, sorry, I didn't know that I cannot speak here. Move to her seat and speak.
Okay, then, but beyond that, now that she raised the issue, why don't you think that they also went overboard in just brushing everything aside and all?
When you raise an issue, see, I was talking to somebody like, I think 4 or 5 days ago, when the person said he mentions a case outside Nigeria, and the person said if this had happened in Europe, America, or whatever, that the Senate president will have resigned. And I told the person, those countries that you mentioned, people don't make unfounded allegations in those countries. People don't make unfounded allegations on those countries.
In Nigeria, talk from position of knowledge.
Come from position of knowledge. So when somebody come out in France that this person slapped me,
he has his facts.
He has his facts.
All right,
but
thank you very much. Yeah.
In Nigeria, somebody can come here and call you a thief, even when he has not met you before. For instance, we have record of this person accusing other people of sexual harassment. For instance, she accused Reno Omokri. And Reno Omokri came out with facts that as at that time, as at that day, he was not in the country. So in this some of these ones that we mentioned, if that kind of thing had happened, she would have been sanctioned in accordance with the law for lying.
All right, very interesting topic there, Mr. Lere, but we'll go to River State because our correspondent is there to keep us up to date with happenings there. Then we'll come back and continue with other two tidbits. Yes, Lukman, welcome to the program.
Yeah, good evening.
Yes, how are you and what is the latest today in Port Harcourt?
Well, like you said, Port Harcourt currently is peaceful. It's peaceful.
Yeah, peaceful, so, piece of the graveyard, or some people are boiling something somewhere. What is happening around the state assembly, for instance?
No, in terms of in politics.
Yes.
In politics, there have been issues both from the speaker side, as the Martin Amewule led speaker side.
Yes.
And reactions from the FCT ministers. What's it called? The FCT ministers. Chat yesterday.
Yes.
There have been reactions throughout today from reactions from different angles, especially from the joy extraction. So that's just been, it's just reaction basically, but in terms of the state atmosphere, the state is peaceful. There's no cause for alarm. Everybody.
Okay. The state assembly, have they given the governor another time to come and present his budget?
For now, actually, for now, they've not talked about anything presentation since yesterday, because when after the governor went to the assembly's gate, when he was locked out, not granting access, the assembly people have not talked about anything presentation since yesterday. Even today, the sitting they had today was just on DSS to investigate the alleged age falsification against Rivers State Chief Judge.
Yes, okay.
So that was the sitting they have today as well. So they've not even talked about anything presentation since yesterday and today's sitting.
Okay,
so
yes.
I don't know, maybe Monday, the next sitting is Monday, so I don't know if they will have that for now. But they've not talked about anything presentation since yesterday.
Okay, what about, ethnic and community leaders? Because we know that as of yesterday, quite a number of them have been, crying foul and warning, especially the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, and also passing a message to President Tinubu to resolve the problem, fellow of which they will now, in a way, take up arms against the state. Have they said anything today, or has the state governor responded to the calls, and agitations by his people, especially of Ijaw extraction?
Well, unfortunately, I wasn't at the commissioning ground today, so I have not been able to digest what the governor talked about for today.
Okay.
Because at that time I was on another assignment, so I wasn't at the commissioning ground. But in terms, the only reaction people are reacting to is what the ministers talked about the Ijaw people. They are not taking it lightly.
They are not what? The people, what
they are
are
not taking it? They said they would not take it lightly with the minister's statement concerning Ijaws.
Okay.
So that is just what is currently happening now. Most of the reactions within the state now is all about why will it say Ijaw is this, Ijaw is that. So that is the major reaction now.
Okay, finally, Lukman, what is the mood in the town? People, what are they saying? Will they be happy if the governor is finally removed? Or you think they will also resist anymore?
On that basis, it's feelings. To be candid, it's mixed feelings.
Okay.
It's mixed feelings. Some are like, okay, since after the governor's visit to the assembly quarters, some were like, okay, why didn't he inform them before coming? Can you just barge into the house without knocking? All those kind of allegations.
Yeah.
On the other end, the people that have the soft spot for the governor as well, like, okay, if the governor of the state, they should attend to him. They said they want budget, and now he's bringing, they didn't attend to him. So it's a mixed feelings currently.
All right.
Now.
All right. Thank you very much, Lukman Yusuf.
In terms of peaceful, the state is peaceful. No cause for alarm, nothing like that.
Okay, we hope the peace will be sustained. Thank you very much, Lukman, for joining us from Port Harcourt.
All right, thank you, sir.
Yes, Larry, I'm tempted. Maybe I should jump, but I want to resist going to Rivers immediately. Yes, I wanted to have your take also on the remaining two. Briefly, just for 1 minute, our tidbit. Hamza al-Mustafa moving to SDP. It's like SDP is going to pose a serious threat to this government.
Well, you see, politics is about interest. It is about where you want. That somebody has moved to somewhere. It's not new. People have always moved. Let us, you see, my own is that I like to watch. I like to see why are people doing this. And the moment I get why they are doing it, I conclude that, you see, when you are going to war, you always get everybody will come together to everybody will work together.
Yeah.
It is at the point of sharing the spoil of war that issues will start. So if everybody is going to, we want to, because everybody that is going there, I don't want to begin to say that it will not work and it will work. I want to watch. But if the purpose of going there is to say I want to contest for president, I want to say everybody will get there to want to contest.
And it's self-serving.
And like they say in the street, on the street, now there fight go start.
And this is where we are now. But yesterday, Erufai, who defected to SDP earlier, he made a wild allegation of sorts, saying why most political parties are in trouble is because the ruling party's hand is also everywhere. They have platforms, including your principal.
Was he not part of the ruling party before? He has been part of 2 ruling parties. You see, one of the problems we have in this country is not always looking back. Somebody who was an armed robber yesterday will suddenly come out and be condemning armed robbers and will be clapping for him. Was El-Rufai not part of PDP? Was he not part of APC? So PDP, when PDP was a ruling party,
yes,
up to the point of PDP losing its position as ruling party, El-Rufai was there. El-Rufai was at least 8 years with APC as ruling party. So what is it coming to tell Nigerians?
So no moral ground.
There's no moral ground now.
All right, thank you.
All this pontification.
Yes.
What did he do when he was a governor in APC, one of the major stakeholders in the party?
All right, now let me just veer on to Rivers. People believe that the tension in that state revolves around your principal. Okay, why can't he leave Rivers alone?
How can he leave Rivers alone now? Number one is from Rivers State. His politics is Rivers first. His politics is Rivers. His political family is Rivers. So how do you expect him to leave Rivers alone? It's just like telling me now to leave Ekiti alone. It's just like telling me now that I should not be involved because I'm now holding an appointment in Abuja here. Whatever is happening in my hometown. Even when they are beating people in my family house, I should not be involved. No. The issue is this.
Yeah.
Because it is always that, hey, woman personality, Wike. What has the governor done to achieve peace in that state? Political peace. The president of Nigeria called all of them to a meeting. They met. They agreed. Okay, we'll do this, and this. Everything was put on paper. All of them signed, including the governor. And everybody thought that peace has come.
Yeah. And
the moment they left the meeting and got to Port Harcourt, we started hearing people even abusing the president and calling him Medusa Metalopa. He had no right. The following day, the 2 or 3 days after, the next thing was for people to be engineered to go to court and go and say that this thing that they say the governor should do, he should not do. The same thing in those papers that they said the governor should do, that they said they cannot do. Are they not the same thing Supreme Court has said they should do now? So what if he had done those things then? The issue will have been resolved.
But he's willing to do them now. But then
no,
your principal...
He's not willing to do it.
How do you mean?
Let me tell you one thing.
All right.
Something happened yesterday.
Okay.
When you want to present budget,
yes,
do you just wake up in the morning, carry budget in your hand or on your head, and go to the House of Assembly and start knocking the gate? Open, I've come to present budget.
We saw letter.
Did you see evidence of the letter being received by the House of Assembly? No. Did you see?
Maybe he has sent it.
No, I can write letter and release it to the public. If I come to you to submit a letter, there will be acknowledgement, Abi. Meaning that I will have acknowledgement. So the letter they should have released to the public should have been the one acknowledged by the clerk of the house.
Meaning it was not delivered, if I understand.
Meaning it was not delivered.
But then he tried to reach out to the speaker.
Then listen, yes. Let me conclude.
All right.
Then, if you send a letter to the speaker, number one, when you send a letter to the speaker, even when the letter is received, the speaker will have to read the letter on the floor of the house. He will have to read the letter to his colleague, to the house, and say, I received this correspondence from the governor. He wants to come and present budget on so date. The house will have to debate it and say, okay, he wants to come on 2nd. We don't have time on 2nd. We are already engaged. Okay, let him come on 3rd. And let him come on 1st. It is after that debate that the house will now write a letter of invitation to the governor and tell him that we receive your letter. You want to come and present budget on so date. Okay, we agree that you should come and present on that date. Or the date is not convenient for us, come on so date. It's a simple matter.
Okay, was it a design or by accident that while the drama was unfolding in Port Harcourt, your principal organized a kind of one press conference?
The press conference was the press conference. We started talking about it on Monday. I was outside the country. He called me. Okay, organize media chat for me for what is it called, Wednesday.
Okay.
So it was not done.
So it was coincidence.
It was a live. It was a live program now, live broadcast. So was it that as it was happening? No, it was like it was planned 2 days ahead. It was 2 days before. Nobody knew he was going to go to the House of Assembly. And like I said yesterday, the governor only went to the House of Assembly to play to the gallery, to do maybe like a social media content creator. That is what he's doing.
Some people expected your principal, the minister of the FCT, maybe while responding to some of the questions raised by newsmen, especially his take on the drama there, to maybe use a moderate language. But he said they can remove him, meaning that he is willing to remove the governor. Okay.
The issue is we deceive ourselves too much. When you see somebody that is blunt, who say he's arrogant, he talks too much, can you stop House of Assembly from performing its duties? Is impeachment not part of House of Assembly duties?
But should it be the last, I mean, the beginning, the first, second, and the third option?
The minister did not say that the House of Assembly should go and impeach the governor. He did not say that.
But he will smile if they remove him.
He said that if it got to a level that they have to impeach him, so be it. It is the duty of the House of Assembly. And as we speak today, you and I know that the governor has committed many impeachable offenses.
But these are issues that can be corrected. He is the protege of your principal.
The issues can be corrected. The president tried to correct it. He called the bluff of the president.
But he has surrendered now.
No, he did not surrender. He only surrendered because he had no option. So people will say, the governor has decided to obey the Supreme Court judgment. Does he have any option? You are saying, okay, it's just like you are saying that a woman that is pregnant has decided to give birth. Does the woman have any option?
There was no option.
So the Supreme Court has ruled. The governor has no option than to obey the pronouncement of the Supreme Court to the last letter.
The minister described the governor's letter as useless.
It is.
Grandstanding or what?
It is. Because, okay, you invited me to this station. You said I should come. That is why I'm here. Abi?
Yeah.
Could I have just drive and enter this place, then come to this studio and say you should be recording me and be showing me on your station? No. Number one, who orchestrated the burning of the House of Assembly? The governor. The Supreme Court mentioned it. It is in the judgment that the governor did that because he felt that he was going to be impeached. Now, the assemblymen had to move to their quarters. That place that the governor went yesterday is their quarters. They are using a hall in their quarters to sit. That is the quarters where the assemblymen live with their families, their children. You understand? Then somebody who was alleged to have orchestrated the burning of their assembly complex. That person will now come and you open the gate for him like that. Then number two, I saw a letter written by the SSG inviting the House of Assembly members to a meeting. When I saw that letter, I said, what kind of human being, what kind of governor is this? Number one, the only person that can write to the House of Assembly or National Assembly is the governor or president. You and I know. Or have you seen SGF writing to the National Assembly?
It has to be the
the president.
But Larry, beyond this politics, there is this fear that if this back and forth is not fully addressed, it can, reduce the Niger Delta to something else. Is your principal not worried?
It will not reduce anything. You see, we boast too much in this country.
No, we have to be frank in our conversation. You can see the Ijao, you can see Ijao National Congress.
In that Rivers.
Professor Ben Okaba, for instance, it is all right.
In that Rivers,
yes.
When it was Amechi and Odili, the devil fall. when it was Wike and Amechi, did heaven fall? Eh? When Amechi came and refused to even talk to people that he met, people that did heaven fall. See,
but you know the dynamics have changed.
There's no dynamics. All this thing that you are hearing, that okay, I saw a video. People, why didn't they open their faces?
Meaning they are scared.
I've seen.
Is it that your principal he has maybe?
I saw press statements. All those press statements. These are games that we play. That press statement was probably written in the governor's office now. They just write, put one name, put one group to create tension. Which is job people. Okay, among those who are weakest men, and there are no job people there. In the House of Assembly, how many of them, the House of Assembly that are with Wike, how many of them are of job extraction?
So you think they will not do anything?
No, I said job people, job sons and daughters.
Okay, we have a video now. Yes, we have a video that I want to us to watch before taking your final comment on this problem. Yes.
It's important at this stage that we all embrace peace. The Supreme Court has made its judgment. We don't have any option but to abide by it. And by the special grace of God, we have started the process. We are appealing to other parties. Consider the interests of Rivers State. It's important. The only thing that we owe this state is peace and development. I am open any day, anytime for total peace in our state. Because if I have to govern and govern well, there is need for peace. Let me thank everyone for your support.
Larry, is this not enough to assuage the feeling of any aggrieved?
Let me tell you, this is not to assuage feelings. You see, I mentioned something to you. I was talking about the letter written by the SSSG. Yeah. I fought you for close to 2 years. Your entitlement, your salary, I refuse to give you.
But he said he will give
them
in
I refuse to give you. Now, court now rule that I must give you.
And I say I will give you.
The next thing is that I now ask my house help or house boy to write a letter to you to invite you to come and meet in my house. Will you come? If I were Fubara today, number one, this issue will not get to this level.
But it has gotten. We are now looking for solution.
Now it has gotten to this level. If I were still Fubara, the moment Supreme Court made that pronouncement, I would have started political moves. Go and see those who can bring us together. There's a way to resolve issues.
Now you are very close to the minister. Honestly, we have run out of time. But so, assuming he wants to see your principal, will he admit him?
Why won't he admit him?
Will he listen to him?
Why won't he listen to him?
And do you think he can forgive him?
He's not fighting him. The issue is that the minister is saying rule in accordance with the rule of law.
He said he will do that now.
He's not doing that yet. You see, this today, as of today, I have not seen a governor doing that. If he wants to do that, he won't go to the House of Assembly the way he did yesterday.
I agree. Okay, finally, please, Mr. Larry, in 1 minute, if you are to advise Fubara, what will you tell him to do? I'll tell him to go. You see, there are elders in that state. He should meet them.
He should go and bring 1 or 2 people. There are people who made sure that he was picked as candidate, who made sure that he became governor. He should go and meet them at night, alone. Don't carry security, don't carry camera. Politics are not played on camera. Go in the night or early in the morning. Go and meet them. Oga, Badadi, help me to resolve this issue. Because lastly, the moment you lose a war, when you go to war and you lose, you have lost every chance to negotiate. You cannot be on the negotiating table.
You are very weak.
You are weak.
All right,
and that is the situation Fubara is now.
All right. I think you have given him a great formula, and I hope he listens and he acts on it. Thank you very much, Olalere Olayinka, Special Advisor to the Minister of the FCT.
Special Assistant.
Assistant of Public
not
Communications. It's all the same. But we thank you for coming to the program, and I hope you will come again.
Definitely.
Thank you very much.
We do this job together.
All right. All right. Thank you.
Anytime you call, I'm here.
All right. Thank you very much. Viewers will take a short. And when we return, the conversation with another guest commences. Don't go away.